Hey y'all, Brian here, Castle Hives. So, it's the first time in all of my years here, this is my fourth year beekeeping, that we got a problem. Got a problem, Houston. What we got in my main hive is a laying worker. So I got to go through a couple steps on correcting this. It's frustrating to say the least. I'm going to say thank you to Baddest Bees, gave me some great tips. That's why I love the community of folks that are out there with YouTube. So thank you, John, so much. But for those that don't know and aren't, beekeepers, a laying worker is not a good situation. Laying worker happens when there's no queen. So this hive, of course, it swarmed, and there were swarm cells in it. And as all the brood hatches out, so there's no queen, and then there's no other brood, no babies, what'll happen is workers will develop ovaries and start laying eggs, and they're very sloppy about it. And because the workers are laying eggs and they're not fertilized, of course, because only the queen goes out on that mating flight, and so only she would lay fertilized eggs, all you get is drones. So I started to notice a lot of drones in this hive, and I should have picked up on it then. My mistake. You learn in beekeeping. And basically what happens is they will just fill this thing, and it's kind of their last ditch effort to keep the population going. But there's still enough of a population in this hive that I can correct it. So Baddest Bees told me, and I apologize for that smoke there, Baddest Bees told me what will correct that also, and just starting it out, is I'm going to take a frame of larvae, just larvae, and put it in here. And it will get that brood pheromone going back in here, and it'll help kind of reverse those workers shrink their ovaries, I guess. I don't know the whole specifics of it, but that's the starting of the process. I've also seen a lot of videos about you can pull frames out of here with all that drone brood, put it in another stronger hive, and they'll clean it out. So I'm going to take 2 frames out of here today, just move them, and just to kind of start this process, put a frame of larvae in there, so hopefully it'll, kind of start that process of reversing that laying worker. But it's a little bit of work, folks, so I'll try and stitch this together so it's not that long of a video, but I just wanted to explain a little bit of what kind of situation I'm in. So it's frustrating, you think you know a little bit, but then in beekeeping it kicks you and takes you right back down. But and I tell people too, I'm by far no expert. I'm a backyard beekeeper, amateur at best, and that's it. So let's get started. So I'm going to get into this, but what I'm going to also do is these supers are going to come off, because the amount of drones in there, whatever nectar is stored in there, they will devour it, because that's all drones do. They eat. So, but let's get in here and let's get some stuff going. Alright, y'all, I got 2 frames of the drone brood out. I'll show y'all what that looks like. So regular brood is not all puffed up like this right here. How it's all bellied out, it's just because of the size of the drones. So I'm going to move these and I'm going to bring over a frame of larvae. Hopefully it'll start to reverse the process there. So let's go get some larvae now. Alright, y'all, if you remember, this was the swarm that came from that hive. So same genetics in here. I'm just going to pull an outer frame here and slip in one of those frames with that drone brood on it and let them do their thing with it. I'm just putting it clear on the opposite end. So it's going to go right there. And then I need to move. I actually got another one that I'm going to put into this other hive. But I need to move a frame of larvae. So real quick here, we're going to try and find a frame of larvae. Now I left my smoker on the other hive stand, so, but these girls seem chill. This is a stores frame. That's stores. Gotta reorganize that. So I'm betting that this frame right here is that good one that I saw with all that larvae on it. And what that's going to do is get that brood pheromone back into that hive. Yep, tons of larvae. Now there's a couple that are capped. I don't know whether Baddest Bees, you're gonna have to tell me, brother. A couple that are capped on that. So let me go. Now this is just all eggs. So all eggs from the queen. My God. I'm going to show you all this. If you can see down in there, I'll see if I can't zoom that in. But that's all eggs. So I think that frame there is going to be my best option. That's a storage frame. All right, so we're going to move a frame of larvae. All right, y'all, so here we go. We got a good frame with some larvae. There we go. And Baddest Bees, so we got just a couple. You see on here, there's just a couple that are capped over. This frame is good. This side here too. So this is going to go in. Right in here. Right in the middle. And then we're going to move. Well, that's an empty. I'm just going to put that in. Just like this. So that's that. First step towards getting Main Castle Hive back on its feet. Well, look at that space in this hive. All right, y'all. So I do want to say thank you to John at Baddest Bees again. So this is the process. I want to start this because then later in the week I have queens coming. And I'm going to build a push-in queen cage. So y'all see that, and I'll plug a link and all that stuff in there too. So this queen excluder, well, I'll leave it on that way. It just stays with the hive. So, but you all take care. Have a wonderful day. And until next time. And, oh, if you like the videos with all the bees flying around, click that little, and I think it's down over there, click that bell and like and subscribe. You all enjoy Castle Hives this year, so y'all take care.